Hello and welcome to A Star to Steer Her By 10 Forward number 48.
Whoa! Happy Halloween!
Woo! It is Halloween, and also it is the 40th anniversary of Jeffrey Combs in it's just Re-Animator, right? No, the?
Re-Animator.
Or in
Re-Animator,
some versions, I believe it is H.P. Lovecraft's Re-Animator.
Actually, yes, that is ours had that, yes. I feel like H.P. Lovecraft's should definitely be in, like, the biggest scare quotes.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I've not read the original, but I'm sure that there are some, let's call them differences.
From what I understand, it is basely loosed on the basic concept of Re-Animator.
Yeah.
Herbert West, Re-Animator.
This is Stuart Gordon's H.P. Lovecraft's Herbert West Re-Animator.
Yes.
So there was the Lovecraft story didn't have any weird like headless body boob honking.
I cannot confirm.
but
I haven't actually read this series, despite my Lovecraft binging a couple years ago. This was not a series I got to.
Wow,
Yeah.
I'm sort of disappointed. I was
Me
excited
too.
for you to bring all the knowledge, but
we're getting a little ahead of ourselves, and also, you astute listeners will have listened and heard a mystery voice. Ooh. So who the fuck is here today?
It's a headless corpse.
Yes, that can somehow breathe despite its lack of lungs.
and speak.
So yes, this is Chris, and joining me today are...
Ames.
Caitlin.
Jake's head.
And me, Justice.
And
Hello,
Justice's
Justice.
body. It's good to see you, Justice.
Yes.
I love that we always
good
have
to
you
be
on for
visible.
creepy season.
Yeah, I love being here for Creepy Season. I love I like Stuart Gordon a lot, so it's fun to talk about Re-Animator, and it's such an insane movie, so it's good to be here.
Oh, it is. So this was my first viewing, and I get to, I guess, very briefly summarize.
Yay.
In Stuart Gordon, right? You said, Justice?
Stuart Gordon, that's right.
Yep. In Stuart Gordon's H.P. Lovecraft's
Jeffrey Combs's
Re-Animator starring Jeffrey
Bram
Combs,
Stoker's.
Bram Dracula's H.P. Mary Shelley's Spider-Man Re-Animator.
Into the multiverse.
Yeah. We start off in Zurich, where Hans Gruber and Jeffrey Combs are doing something, and then Hans Gruber's fucking eyes explode.
Does he get thrown out a window?
Sadly, no.
Wow.
Sadly, no. Although the eyes are the windows of the soul, so there's something there.
You got it.
We then cut to Arkham, Massachusetts, and Miskatonic University Medical School, where Dan...
Kane.
Thank you.
Kane?
Dan Kane is a medical student who just cares too much, and is also boning the dean's daughter.
That is caring too much.
West,
Hey.
West shows up and meets Dr. Hill, who he's like, wow, you like stole all of my mentor Gruber's work, you dick. And then West moves in with Kane and kills potentially and reanimates his cat and suckers him into his weird experiments. They both West gets kicked out of school. Kane just has his loan rescinded, but technically not kicked out. And things escalate. They decide Kane and West break into the morgue to experiment on a body.
That
The dean walks in
escalated
on
so
it.
quickly.
It really does.
Yeah.
It really does.
Yeah, for sure.
The reanimated body kills the dean. They bring the dean back to life, but he's kind of dopey. And,
Kind of dopey.
oh God, it just keeps going at that point. Once this picture gets going, it gets going. You know, the other Dr. Hill is, like, fucking way too into the dean's daughter.
Oh, that was
and
awful.
He's got
Yeah.
files.
Oh, yeah.
Steals
And hair.
West's stuff, but
Ugh.
then West kills him.
Seriously, was that a lock of her pubes?
Oh.
Sorry.
Yeah, so Hill shows up at West and Kane's place and is like, I'm going to steal your work. So West kills him, but then reanimates his head and his body separately. And then the body walks off with his shit after knocking him out.
Yes.
And God, it gets
It
so
keeps
crazy.
going somehow.
It really does. And then there's short version, there's a zombie fight.
Yes.
The daughter dies.
A naked zombie fight.
Yeah. And it ends with West presumably dead, although the number of sequels suggests otherwise, and Kane reviving his fiancée.
And then cut to black
Yeah.
at the perfect moment.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, what a fucking picture.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this was my first time. Anyone else?
Yeah, it was
Me too.
my
Yeah.
first viewing of this as well.
I first watched this in high school. I liked it more this time because I was in high school. I was very pretentious, and it is very schlocky. But
Oh my God, yeah.
yeah. But it is definitely a memorable rewatch.
Yeah, I think
I
they
think
embraced the schlock appropriately.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
In terms of like the comedy horror genre, like you get a lot of comedy horror films that are just like over the top, gags. Whereas this one like kind of disguises its comedy a little better.
Yeah, from what I understand, like the original script for this was just a straight sci-fi horror, and then as they were kind of going along, they're like just like, this is actually fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would have been a mistake.
And it kind of shows in the film, like, I kind of wonder if they were actually, I know they don't usually do this, but I kind of wonder if they were filming in order, just because, like, it does feel like for a while it is taking itself way more seriously. And then I think the dam breaks when
The cat?
well, specifically,
scene.
yeah, when Jeffrey Combs has the cat velcroed to his back
Yep.
and he's throwing himself around the room. I think at that point they were like, oh, we're making a comedy, aren't we?
That scene alone is worth the price of admission on it. Just watching them stumble around the room and Jeffrey Combs throwing himself into every single piece of set,
Yeah.
slamming and breaking glass. That is what cements Jeffrey Combs as like the perfect over-the-top actor.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
And this was like his
Jim
first.
Carrey couldn't have done it better himself.
Yeah, and this was like his first experience with any Lovecraft, and I think after this, like he just becomes the horror guy, the guy you put all kinds of prosthetics and blood and shit all over, and let him just go to fucking town.
Because
Yeah.
that face shines through all of it. Like his
Yeah.
emotive personality is so
He is unsettling in
presses
so many
through.
scenes.
Yeah.
Oh my god,
But
yeah.
like the way
he's a
he can
fucking creepazoid.
compress and expand his face just alone,
Yeah.
mwah.
Well, and he can like turn off, for lack of a better term, the light in his eyes.
Ooh, that's good.
Like he can switch on sociopath eyes. But I've like seen him in other things, and I've seen photos of him, and like it's not just that he's a sociopath, because I've seen him looking human too. Like he just is good enough to just put dead eyes on when he needs to, and it works out very well here. Yeah, like I remember I read, when before I watched it, like, oh, it's a comedy horror, okay, but then that opening is, again, it takes itself kind of serious. I'm like, when does the comedy kick in? I was like, what is going on? Like,
Yeah.
but
Is this going to be a really long 84 minutes or?
yeah, but then the cat scene happens, and
God.
there it goes.
Yeah, and
It's
then
like, oh,
yeah.
okay.
And then it keeps escalating from there.
I know. My
Yeah.
favorite
Yeah.
is like, we can bring him back to life when they're talking about the dean, I believe. And it's like, dude, every time you bring something back to life, it's a monster.
Well, to be fair, so in the very opening scene of the movie in Switzerland
With Gruber.
So we see Gruber. He looks really fucked up and monstrous there, but we know that he actually makes a full recovery and becomes an international criminal mastermind.
Yes. Yeah.
And takes over the tower in
Nakatomi Plaza. there.
Nakatomi Plaza.
Yeah, that was fun. I didn't have a chance to look it up. I was wondering, like,
Which came first?
This
the
came
chicken or the
first.
egg?
This came
Okay.
3 years
Did it
before
really?
Die Hard.
What? So do we think that whoever made that made fucking Die Hard was like a secret Re-Animator fan?
I hope
or
so.
is it just?
It's possible,
The
but I
thing-
also feel like, if you're looking for a German-sounding name, Hans Gruber is about,
well, the other thing too is Die Hard is based off a novel, and I think the bad guy in the novel is named Hans Gruber.
Oh, so actually, the guy that made this movie was actually just a big nerd who liked books.
Well, we'll have to go back
Oh,
and
no,
read all
sorry,
the
I-
Lovecraft too.
I lied. He's Anton Gruber in the novel, so
So
it
they
is
went out of their
possible
way.
to change it to Hans.
Well, Anton's not very German sounding.
No, he may not be German in the book. I don't know. So yeah, it might in fact be a Re-Animator reference.
Wow.
Funny. But yes, no. I mean, in reality, we are talking about different Grubers.
Yes.
Can you imagine Alan Rickman in this movie, though?
I would love to.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
I know. Same, right?
I would
did
love
read-
to have seen Jeffrey Combs and Alan. I was going to say Alan Tudyk.
Oh, I wrote that too.
Well, that's
Yeah.
we could still
That
have
one could
that.
still
That would be
happen,
good.
Yes, but Alan Rickman acting opposite each other, I think would
Aw,
be.
cuties.
God, they would have played so good against each other.
They
Wow.
would have.
Yeah.
Yeah. I also read that the Dr. Hill role was originally written for Christopher Lee. I don't know why the fuck they thought they could get Christopher Lee.
Oh,
I mean,
Lee, like
have you seen a lot of
Saruman.
those Dracula sequels from like the
Yeah.
70s?
Yeah,
No,
he
I
probably
haven't.
Probably could have gotten Christopher Lee.
Yeah, he was
for
pretty much
this.
doing whatever. He was
Well,
he was
he was-
collecting paychecks at this time.
I was gonna say he's English, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
English fucking actors will just do whatever.
Yeah, but I also think the 80s were a little bit of a fallow time for him, so.
Like, what was it Michael Caine was in? He was like working on Shark Attack 4 when he was supposed
He was
to
in
be winning an
Jaws,
Oscar or some
Jaws
shit.
3D. Yeah.
Oh, was it
He said-
Jaws?
Yep.
He said, I've
Is that
never
what it
seen
was?
the
Thank
movie,
you.
but I've seen the house it bought, and it's wonderful.
Well, I know in a similar vein, Peter O'Toole really wanted to be in Tron,
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
the
interesting.
original.
The original
But, like,
Tron.
they were like,
cool.
Yeah, and they were like, they wanted him, they were like, oh yeah, no, well, would you like to be, they basically were like, would you like to be the David Warner character? He's like, no, I want to
Oh,
be Tron.
wow.
He wanted to be like one of the like hero action characters. They said he was like,
He
he's like
would've
no,
been
I'm
a- would-
spry. He was like jumping on the sofa in the office.
He would have been a little old for Tron.
He's like, I love Katie Holmes.
I was
Yeah, no,
going
he
to
wa-
say, no, I want to be Bruce Boxleitner as a joke, but
Yeah.
it turns out.
Yeah, no, he wanted to be Bruce Brockleitner's character.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
funny.
Yeah, so it's English actors.
Yeah.
You never know what you can get them to do.
Although, on the topic of Hill, Dr. Hill in this movie, I thought like
Oh God,
that actor, I hadn't seen him. I mean, I'm sure he's a well-known actor, but I don't think I've seen him or recognized him from
Yeah, this would
anything.
be David Gale. I don't think I know
David
him.
Gale.
But
Yeah,
he
he's
was
great.
great. He was fantastic.
He
in this.
went
He's
with
just
it
like,
too.
yeah,
And he's got that face. He's got like,
yeah.
he just looks malevolent.
Yeah.
But I was saying to Caitlin while we were watching, it's like you get this fascinating thing where like you've got a story that I'm sure originally, like, again, I don't know, but like I imagine the point was just West, but it's like because of the nature of this movie, they're like, we need a bad guy, and it's like, yeah, but West is your bad guy.
He's
So
your,
it's like
he's
you've
your
gotta-
gray guy. He's super.
Is the monster
odd.
or is Dr. Frankenstein the monster?
Yeah, but they had to make someone just
townspeople.
so much
The townspeople
actively
are the
More,
monster.
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
More
like, he's got like
worse.
that. He's got like that Peter Cushing look.
Yeah.
You said you said Christopher Lee. A
Little bit Hugh Laurie in
I was
there.
looking at him. I was like, no, that's Peter Cushing.
Yeah. It's
Maybe
unfortunate.
that's what I was-
That David Gale only lived until 1991, so he.
Oh.
Yeah, he apparently. So his in his filmography, he did this in '85. He did Bride of Re-Animator, still as Dr. Carl Hill in 1990. Which makes me,
Wow.
honestly, knowing that he's back in it, makes me want to watch Bride of Re-Animator.
We
which I've
gotta
never
watch
seen.
it.
Yeah.
I know, I was thinking that. There's a bunch of them. We could, we could make this a series of 10 forwards.
There's always next year.
I feel like this is probably the only.
Good one?
Yeah.
Yeah, the ratings
be wrong.
do drop down. I do also at some point really want to see, because I think I mentioned in one of our recent like horror chats that I'm a big Lovecraft fan and I'm a big fan of From
Yeah.
Beyond, which Stuart Gordon also does with Jeffrey Combs, because it's like, let's get the
no
band
shit.
back together and just do another Lovecraft story.
They did a lot together. I've seen another one of their collaborations called Castle Freak, which is a classic. Another, it's him and Barbara Crampton again, who played
nice.
the wife as well. Not the wife, the girlfriend,
Fiancé?
Megan. Yeah,
That's another
do they-
Stuart Gordon flick.
yeah, that's another Stuart Gordon.
Is Dr. Mordred also a Stuart Gordon? I think it's a lot of the same people from Re-Animator.
I don't know, Doctor.
I was looking at Stuart Gordon's filmography earlier, and I couldn't help but notice that he has a story credit on Honey, I Shrunk the Kids.
I know, isn't that
What?
amazing?
Wow.
Which is
Holy
hilarious.
shit, that's wow.
Yeah, and because of that, he literally has a credit in Honey, I enlarged
Blew
the
up the
kid.
kids?
Blew up the kid.
Yeah.
Blew up, yeah.
And Honey, I
because of
Shrunk
the-
Ourselves.
Yeah, because he has rights to the characters from the first movie.
So he always
No
he gets
shit.
paid whenever they use those characters.
No,
So,
he
yeah.
also did another H.P. Lovecraft thing, Dagon.
I don't know that one.
Yeah, I have not seen that. I don't know too much about it.
Yeah, this one was just a lot like fun and then cringe and then fun and then dear God and then more fun. Like this was a roller coaster episode or a roller coaster of a movie. Just because I also read, here's a great note, that the special effects department went through 24 gallons of fake blood.
That's great.
That's it?
That's pretty solid. I mean, yeah, it seems small for the amount that shows up on screen. Every single bit of that shows up on screen.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. Geez, now that I think about, because we've been talking about like the cast and stuff, I was thinking about the actor that played Kane, of course.
Yeah, Bruce Abbott.
Yeah. Now I'm thinking, what would have happened if that had been played by Bruce Campbell?
Oh my
God.
God.
Can you imagine?
That would also work.
Yeah.
Although he would overact the fuck out of it, and I'd be all
imagine,
about it.
like
True.
Jeffrey Combs and Bruce Campbell in
Yeah.
the same film with this much blood.
Yeah, because Bruce Campbell just has that elastic face that you
Yeah.
Yeah, I
love.
guess I feel like you do need someone a little more
Straight
Normal.
man.
Grounded.
grounded.
Yeah.
Like he's kind of the normal guy who slowly gets start. As we said, I said to Caitlin and James, you were saying it too, like that it escalates so quickly. It feels like there's a missing scene in there.
Well, I think the
between,
original movie was like 2.5 hours long, and this was cut down to 85 minutes?
It's something like that, yeah.
Wow.
So
I
what
would
did
love
they
to
cut,
see-
and can I have it?
Release the Snyder cut.
I mean, more sexual assaults.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's-
I still don't know how
we
I
don't need
feel
one of
about
those.
that.
There's quite
No,
a
that's
bit of
upsetting.
it already, yeah.
By the way, I checked. It wasn't directed by Gordon, but Dr. Mordred was made by like some of the same production people that made
okay.
That makes
Re-Animator.
sense.
So yeah, what an experience. I was saying, like, and I realized I just had to not worry about it, but I was like, how is the head breathing and speaking when the lungs are over there?
It's
But
part
clearly
of the
there's just-
Re-Animator juice. Like, that's,
Yeah,
you just
it's-
accept it.
I
Yeah.
wasn't worried about that, but the fact that he was like sucking blood up into his neck, apparently. Or
Yeah.
something.
Yeah, that was where she drew the line.
That was where I had to draw the line.
Yeah, no, there's clearly some sort of like Dullahan thing going on. I don't know how to pronounce it. I've only ever seen it written down.
What is it?
It's a type of monster where like they carry their own head. So like the headless horseman is
Oh,
considered
okay.
a Dullahan, but like the head it controls and is connected somehow to the body, so they still interact.
Except
even though
like
they're
sometimes he commands the body to do things
Right.
for him.
Yeah, it
And
was
other times he does
inconsistent,
seem
but
to be controlling
hilarious.
it.
It's all
it
the nerves in the spine and the neck still have the capability of thought. It's all you're all that one big piece of meat protected by bone and stuff.
sometimes the signal gets interrupted and the body just runs on automatic.
But it also listens through
Yes,
vibration.
yeah. I couldn't. When he's carrying the head around, he's carrying his own head around. At one point, I was just like thinking of Nixon's head in Futurama getting carried around by the headless body of Agnew.
Yep.
Yes.
But yeah, I mean, it certainly plays fast and loose with a lot of its own rules. Like,
Oh, yeah.
like all of the dead bodies that get reanimated, and he like surprise attacks with like, oh yeah, none of those are monsters until he tells them to be monsters.
Well, because
Yep.
he took over their will with his laser scalpel. He added an extra layer of science fiction.
That's right.
And he did make sure to explain it to us.
He did.
Which was very thoughtful of him.
Oh,
Yeah, the scene early in the film when he is presenting like the how to take a brain out.
yeah, that was
Gnarly.
It was.
And then like I just
and
love
the
like
Foley.
oh the Foley was great. And then like so he's holding the brain in his hand and then he puts it in the tray and then he just at the end of the scene he just kind of throws it in the trash, which I thought was
Yeah, I can't imagine like the amount of puppet shit they had to build
Yeah.
for this.
some of it was better than other. The dead cat puppet was pretty
Oh
awful.
my god, it was terrible.
When they, oh god,
Well,
when
that
they
cat has
cut
been
to
through
it.
some stuff.
But when they cut to it for a split second, when it's like jumping at Kane
Yeah.
before they kill it again, and it's just like, "Rah!" Like clearly just someone shaking it at the camera.
God, every
beautiful.
bit of that scene is just so wonderful.
Oh, it's amazing. That's where the movie really starts.
Yeah.
Yeah, normally I would be oh no, don't kill the cat, don't kill the cat. But since it was just so ridiculous a puppet, I was able to stay out of it enough to be like, this is insane.
Chris actually made the same comment. He was like, if the puppet was more realistic, it would be more upsetting. And I was like, I don't know. I'm upset enough. I don't know.
Yeah. Like that, like when they're looking for it, they're gonna find it dead. You're like, oh.
I was the other way. Like I totally expected them to just find it in a corner and be like, oh, there he is. He's right there. Like, just hanging out, hiding from West.
Yeah.
I knew him was dead. It was very sad.
Yeah. I kind of was expecting more of like a Pet Cemetery kind of deal where they find the cat, but it's already been reanimated and it's now evil.
And now it's evil.
Ooh.
Yep.
Yeah. I think that's what you were saying.
I was like, well, because when he comes in, the fucking thing is killing him. We first see the reanimated cat when it's attached to his back. Yes. And I was like, oh my god, you Pet Cemeteried Rufus!
Well, no, you said it before that. You said it when it made the horrible screeching noise that woke up Dan.
Yeah, that's true.
I will say though, I'm not one to go out on Halloween, but if I ever do again, I'm seriously just gonna get a cheap stuffed cat.
And a lab coat.
Velcro it to a shirt and just be getting attacked by a cat. Herbert West.
I would really actually like to see you.
You wouldn't have to commit to the part though, and constantly be throwing yourself around.
Yes, just whatever house you go into, just smash everything.
I mean, here's the thing: I won't smash anything, but I will spin around a lot, and then I will have an excuse to leave early, which is what I'm always looking for with parties because I'm an introvert.
There you go.
As a side note, guys, don't have a Halloween party and invite him because it'll be your shitty smashing and it'll be at your request.
I will not smash anyone's stuff. I will just flail around. But then there is a non-zero chance I would genuinely trip and smash it. Maybe I shouldn't do this.
Do it outside.
There we go.
On grass, preferably, not
Yeah.
concrete.
So I realized there was an amazing bit of foreshadowing in the film. Mm-hmm. When we first see Dan and Megan fucking, he's got a Talking Heads poster behind him.
Oh my god, that's funny.
I noticed that too, which is hilarious.
Yeah, and the whole time the movie's just about to stop making sense.
Yeah. Oh, at first I thought it was just a bit of 80s flavor, but nope.
Right, because then Jeffrey Combs has that line about no one's going to believe a talking head anyway, or whatever.
Well, that's what made me remember that they had that poster. I had forgotten about the poster.
I mean, nobody's going to believe a talking head. At that point, once you've seen the head talking, you're probably going to listen to it.
That's the thing. Jeff, do you hear yourself? I mean, Herbert, do you hear yourself?
See, well, but you were making that argument through the whole film, though. You were like, oh, Dan's acting crazy. I'm like, Dan's not acting crazy. He just saw his fucking cat get brought back to life. I mean, if you're a scientist or a doctor and you saw something get brought back to life, of course you're going to follow it to some conclusion.
Yeah, but you don't go from cat to let's break into the morgue the next night.
Yeah, I mean, he
did. You do if the dean is like, you can't fuck my daughter anymore and I'm going to throw you out of school, then you probably can do exactly that because what other choice do you have?
But also, you saw him bring back the cat wrong.
Yeah.
Maybe you go dude,
what this needs is human testing. Yes, that will do it.
You're onto something, but we need to go back to step 1. You've jumped to step 3.
If that, step 10.
Yeah, step 52.
Well, guys, it's time for human testing. Day 2.
Yep, and let's not strap it down or anything, since the one thing that Dan has seen, and who knows what the hell Herbert's done with these guinea pigs and things he's talked about, has been violent and mad. Let's try it on the biggest body we have.
Yeah. I'm just trying to picture an evil guinea pig now attacking West.
There's that South Park episode where the giant guinea pigs
are
but
this
running.
Is potato-sized like a normal guinea pig.
Well, I know, but I'm just saying, it gives you some flavor anyway.
It does.
Potatoes with flavor.
I loved how West went straight for shoving a bone saw or a bone blade directly through the torso.
Yeah.
I got so mad. I was like, it doesn't work that way. That's not how it works.
He made it work.
I loved the delivery of when he whips out this, he's like, Dan. Was it? Fuck, it's like Dan
Like, move it or
something. It
out of
just-
the way.
The reveal of him holding
Step
the bone saw was
aside
great.
or
Yeah.
move it. I don't remember what the fuck
Something.
he says, but it's great.
Yeah, just so deadpan, like,
Dan, move it.
yeah. And that's the thing, he spends so much of the film, like when he's not being a mad scientist, he's just creepily deadpan, and it's beautiful.
With his like skinny eyes, staring with the peering eyes and just the
Yeah.
tight mouth. I love Jeffrey Combs.
It's so good.
He's got the biggest eyes I've ever seen.
But yeah, and he's
Second
great at
biggest.
compressing them.
Yeah. Second biggest.
Second to whom?
Fucking Lucy from Fallout there.
Oh,
Purnell.
Ella Purnell. She's great.
Yeah, she does have big eyes.
She could. I've said it before. If they ever decided to like live action her Prodigy character, they wouldn't need to do any makeup on the eyes.
Wait, who is she? Quinn?
She's Gwen.
I think that I didn't like. I know you've told me before.
We've
like
mentioned
6
it on this
times,
podcast
probably.
many times.
I only just understood what you were telling me
Yeah.
just now.
Yeah.
Tony Todd. Every day that I remember Tony Todd's name is a win.
Yeah.
God, I
Now,
love
who did he
Tony Todd.
play?
Jake Sisko.
And
Old Jake Sisko.
And Jake Sisko.
Oh, poor
Uh,
Caitlin. Well, she's halfway there.
Kern. Worf's
Oh,
brother.
I don't know, dude. What the fuck? That
This is totally off topic, but Amy and I know have seen most of the Final Destination movies. Did you see
I've
the
seen-
most recent?
I haven't seen the most recent, no.
Okay,
But I have
'cause
seen
then-
all the... Jake and I binged all the other ones, like last year or the year before.
Yeah, Tony Todd does have he gets a good farewell speech because he knew it was going to be his last role in the most recent Final Destination.
Oh, well, that's sweet.
And he does. It is a perfect send off for him. I really love it.
I'll have to
Also,
check it out.
It's a really good Final Destination. I would say it's one of the better ones.
Oh, nice.
I haven't seen any of them. Are they worth it?
They're
Yes.
a lot of fun. They're like, if you are willing to watch people get killed in the worst ways, they are a lot of fun.
They're mostly campy ways too. It's not like Saw where you're actively being tortured. It's like,
yeah.
oh God, what's gonna happen? Oh, it happened.
Yeah.
My understanding is it's generally very Rube Goldberg-y kind of.
Yeah.
What's gonna happen?
If you
Oh,
like
it
Rube
happened.
Goldberg machines,
Very
like,
creative deaths.
Watching them line up everything up for them to die in these ways is just wonderful.
All right. Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll consider it.
Maybe next year.
How
we'll do
much
one of
blood?
them.
Is there a lot of blood?
A lot of blood.
yeah.
So much
I
blood.
don't know about that. Blood makes me upset.
You just watched 24 gallons. You'll be fine.
Yeah, but it was the fakest looking shit I've ever seen.
Fair.
Yeah, I think
Especially by the end. They weren't trying as hard by the end. They were like, whatever, it's red. It's Crayola red paint. Get over it.
Yeah,
Fuck
my
you.
biggest absolute laugh out loud moment was when Hill is going down to the morgue and to get past the security guard. He has the anatomy structure, head structure
the
on his
model,
body.
yeah. It's fucking
And
great.
it's the
Yeah.
best thing I've seen.
We haven't talked about him, but that security guard is great too. All of his scenes are really fun.
Dude, he
Yeah.
definitely was like, he was definitely going to go beat off when he said it was break time, right?
Oh,
yeah.
yeah. Reading
Well, also
Boudoir
it's like-
It's got
magazine.
Boudoir magazine, break time. Oh.
At the end when he
No.
just kind of nopes the fuck out. It's just
Yeah.
like, yep, I'm
What do you
done.
think? It's funny because there was one when he first comes in with the gun in the earlier scene when
Oh, yeah.
the dean is all fucked off.
We declared him dead.
Yeah, we assumed it was like, oh fuck, they're gonna do the fucking black guy in a horror movie trope, aren't they? Nope, he got to live.
And he
Good
got
for
to
him.
live because he noped the fuck out.
Yep. Well, he's not paid enough. He's a security
Like
guard.
James Petrogallo says, mind your,
Yeah.
mind your business. Mind your business.
But yeah, no, he's great.
Yeah, I was also fully expecting after Megan gets a bit dead and Dan goes to do the resuscitating. He's like, "Oh, good, a callback from earlier in the movie. This will be his
He'll
chance
get it
to
this
redeem
time."
himself."
Yep. I thought the
Hecking
same
no.
thing.
No, I was like, this is a horror movie. He's gonna inject her, and that's how they're gonna finish it.
Good. I'm glad they did it that way.
Yeah, no, that's how you do it.
That's how you do it. That's the formula for more sequels.
Yeah, it is kind of funny they don't concretely say what does happen to West.
Well, they had to leave the door open.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wonder if they were thinking because this is based off of a series of Lovecraft novelettes, and I
really?
really should check out the series to see just how much they depart and how much more material after this there would have been to scrub. But
I didn't realize there was more than one Lovecraft source. Mm-hmm. Wow, wow. It does look like, it reminds me when I was looking this up, when I was, bringing it up on Amazon. There is apparently a newer one, which I imagine is probably serious and therefore bad.
That's a mistake.
Yeah, any of the remakes, they don't get that camp factor because they want to show you, like, look how impressive our CGI is and shit, and that's their priority. And it's like, no, we want to see the tone. The tone is what this movie gets correct.
Yeah, and it's I imagine the newer one even, they're probably doing the whole, like, oh no, we're actually based off the story thing. And it's like,
maybe.
Yeah, but no one wants that.
Well, it depends. If the story's good, I'll allow it, but TBD. Yeah, maybe
true,
check that out one of these days. Yeah, so I read that Stuart Gordon was hanging out with his friends watching, like, Dracula movies. And he basically said, like, why don't they have, like, a whole, like, subgenre of just, like, Frankenstein-style stories? Like, there's too much Dracula, not enough Frankenstein. And his friends were like, have you read this Lovecraft series? The Herbert West Re-Animator series? And he's like, no. And then, like the lightning, the light bulbs go off over his head and all this thing.
That's awesome.
And it was originally going to be a stage production, which fucking how?
Wow.
Oh, dear.
And then later a television series, and then they said, no. If you're doing horror, you got to go feature film.
Yeah.
Yeah, because, like, you can't show any of this shit on TV. And now you can, probably, but, like, there'd be way too much
weird
blood
to
for it
watch
to be on
people
TV
grope
back then.
Barbara Crampton while they're on stage.
That would be
Yeah.
weird.
It was weird enough
Literally
as it was.
holding the head so that it can go in there.
Yeah.
Fucking
Well,
awful.
It was unfortunate because when she first looked over at him, I was like, oh, I want to see how good this head gives head, and then they almost did that, and I was like, no, I was just fucking kidding.
Yeah, that's fucking a woman's absolute nightmare.
Yeah, I'm always worried that a guy with, like, no body and only a head is gonna sexually assault me in a weird basement morgue laboratory.
Yeah, there's a lot of monster fuckers out there.
Yeah, I mean, I fuck monsters, but only consensually, you know?
Guys, related, there is apparently an audiobook version of the original story read by Jeffrey Combs.
Yay!
Shut the
I know what we're
front
listening
door.
to
Can
on
you
our
send
next
me
road
I
trip.
was gonna say, can you send me a link, please? 'Cause
I
would
have to
like
find it.
have
I'm on the Wikipedia entry for the original story right now.
Oh, man, I can't wait.
So
God damn
I
it.
don't know exactly where it is, but it is out there.
We'll
can
find
look into
it.
it.
I'm sure it's findable.
Yeah.
That's exciting.
Oh,
And I've
Jeffrey
never read any
Combs.
Lovecraft.
Do you remember what the first thing you saw Jeffrey Combs in was?
The
Probably Star Trek.
The 4400.
What's that?
The 4400 is a ridiculous fucking show. It's kind of in the vein of something between, like, Heroes and X-Files-ish. How is that? How accurate does that sound to you, Jake?
I mean, it's not. I mean, it's definitely in that same, like, era of sci-fi television that came about post Lost.
Yeah,
Where
so
it's
the basic idea is 4,400 people have gone missing over the course of decades. They all randomly show up, like, and they haven't aged a day since they disappeared, randomly in like a valley, and they're just wandering around. And the question is, where have these people been? Why haven't they aged? Why does each of them have a different superpower?
Yeah.
Of course.
And Jeffrey Combs shows up as essentially a mad scientist who's in a loony bin, constructing some kind of device, which sounds very Jeffrey Combs. And he is utterly delightful in it. The show is uneven. There's a lot of good stuff.
The first thing I remember him being in was Peter Jackson's The Frighteners with Michael J. Fox, where he plays
that's right.
Yeah, he plays like a occultist FBI agent or something similar to that, and he is just fantastic. And I just remember him, like, stripping off his shirt, and he has all these scars. He says, "My body is a roadmap of pain."
Wow.
It's perfect.
Yeah, that's
I
definitely
love that
on my
movie.
list for future Halloween episodes. We should definitely cover that.
I highly recommend
dude,
it. I
are there
love that movie.
Are there enough Jeffrey Combs scary movies to get us through the end of Star Trek as we know it?
Probably.
Probably,
yeah.
Because there is less and less Star Trek every day, because Star Trek seasons are now fewer and farther between and with fewer episodes in them. So, if we have to pivot to just covering Jeffrey Combs films, I won't complain.
But yeah, no, for me, like, yeah, probably the first thing I ever saw him in would have been Star Trek.
Probably DS9,
Although, yeah.
I imagine, yeah?
Yeah, DS9. I did see Frighteners as a kid, but I probably saw it after I first saw him on Star Trek, probably. But yeah, it's a toss-up. It's either Frighteners or that, and it took me years to realize that was him in Frighteners.
I was gonna say,
so.
and that's assuming that you recognize him, because he is a chameleon as well.
Yeah.
He's a man of many faces.
I can't remember. In that one, I think he mostly looks like himself, but they maybe give him a bad haircut or something.
They give him a very weird haircut. I believe when I first saw it, I was like, "Is that Bruce Campbell?" But
funny.
They do look very similar, but not
It's that elastic
necessarily.
face.
Yeah.
Yeah, he also shows up at least one episode of Babylon 5. I know Jake and I were watching, and he shows up, and we're like, Jeffrey Combs is here!
Yeah, I was just skimming his Wikipedia entry, and he does a shitload of cartoon and video game voices, too, it turns out.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's how you make
Jeffrey
your money.
Combs got to get paid.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He's also, Ben H.P. Lovecraft in a couple of different things.
Nice.
Wow. I like that he was on, did you say he was on Babylon 5?
Yeah.
Is that the one that people say Deep Space Nine was stolen from?
Yep,
Yes.
that's the one.
Yeah.
Wow, so they were like, oh yeah, steal our idea, will you? We'll steal your Jeffrey Combs.
There's
Yeah.
a
How about
lot
how
of
you like me
actor
now?
overlap.
Yeah, a lot of actors.
Well, I know that Walter Koenig is a big bad in that show, isn't he?
Yep. Yeah, and Andreas Katsoulis is one of the main characters.
Oh, I love him so much.
Which is who?
I know that name.
Core. Not Core.
Oh,
no,
Tomalak.
Tomalak.
Yeah, you're right. But Core is a different one.
Yeah, okay,
Core
okay.
shows
I don't
up
remember who
in
Tomalak is.
the old Battlestar, right?
Yes, he plays Baltar in the...
John Colicos. Yes.
Yeah.
I'm misappropriating my
Your
shows that
Greek
begin with B. What other fun notes do
Well,
I have?
good episode, everybody.
Yeah. I have other
Well.
notes. Let's go. Let's see. Originally, Stuart wanted this to be in black and white. Don't think that would have worked. You need the
No.
blood. You need
Yeah,
to see the blood.
The red blood would have...
If they had kept the green glow, I think that would have been pretty good for that.
Oh,
I
interesting.
was
have-
just gonna
could
say
they have
too. They
done
could have
that,
also
though,
made
at
the
the
blood
time?
red.
Yeah, back then it would have been doable, but way harder.
I'm just thinking
nowadays...
nowadays would be easy, but I'm thinking back to Pleasantville, which was one of the first movies that I can remember doing that sort of black and white with a few touches of color.
Yeah.
And I've seen how-tos or how it was made documentaries behind the scenes stuff where they're we had to painstakingly
Paint every frame.
paint out the mats
Oof.
because they filmed it in color, but they would have to create a matte or to make it black and white.
Yeah. Well, if you really, I remember it's somehow again original Tron. The amount of work they had to do to get the glowing lights on all the actors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
They
it holds
basically-
up too, which is amazing.
Yeah, but they filmed the scenes. I'm pretty sure it's been ages since I watched the making of, but it was they actually filmed all the actors in black and white, and then had to do this whole thing where they shone the light through, and they had to
Yeah.
multi layers of film and effects shit that they then reshot.
Wow.
Yeah, it was a nightmare.
It's really funny watching because we watched Tron recently, and it's really funny watching it and being like, "Oh, this is really just a black and white movie for the most part."
Oh, yeah.
That's the thing. So much of it is, but you don't realize it because those weird streaks of light that stand out, and But yeah, no, I think you're right. I had the same thought. Was not just the blood, but you need that green glowing stuff. So yeah, I think the only way for it to if they did another one now, you could have one where the blood is still red and the goo is still ecto cooler green. As
Oh, you know what it
pointed
was?
out.
Was it glow stick?
It
fluid?
was. This is the
That's what I
first time
figured.
they used glow stick liquid in film.
Wow.
Really?
shit.
You think that would be such an obvious use?
It's
for
so
it?
bright. Yeah, it's such a distinct color.
Well, glow sticks were probably kind of new then, right? Surely.
I have no idea when they came out.
It's
Yeah, I
it's
don't
one of those things
know.
that are probably way older than you realize. But yeah, that would be cool. Black and white, but the blood's still red and the goo is still green. But that again, you could have done it in the 80s, but it would have skyrocketed the budget and time
Yeah, and they had to put all that budget into buckets and buckets of blood.
so much.
I don't know why, because I read that note that there was this much blood, and the makeup designer was even saying this is 12 times as much blood as I've ever used before, because I used to use
Wow.
2 gallons of blood, and that was always enough.
But to be fair, she's mostly done historical romance up till now, so less call for blood.
Oofta. But since Jake and I have also been watching things like The Boys, and the latest season of Gen V just came out, which is just a fucking bloodbath at all times.
God.
It almost makes this movie look like, oh, that's not as much blood as I thought.
Well, so much of those shows, The Boys and Gen V to an extent, it's like it's very much shock value.
Yeah.
You know.
It's gore porn.
Yeah, which
But
is fine.
It's like, because this was a little more shocking in 1985.
Oh, I bet.
But we've been ramping up since, so...
Yeah, especially since, like, when you see fucking Hill walking around with his body, with his head, which is amazing. Like, good work on him. Even when it looks jank, it's, like, real good.
It's just so
and
funny.
it keeps escalating, and then it keeps escalating, and you're like, how much crazier can this be? Because I put this... Because I know last year for our Halloween episode, we did Jason X, which was also a lot of fun.
So good.
This is more insane than Jason X.
Yeah.
At what point do we reach Event Horizon?
Oh my god.
Well, that's not a comedy at all.
That's the
No,
problem.
that's just
Yeah.
insanity.
I do love Event Horizon, though. That is a really good science fiction horror movie.
I don't know
Yeah.
if I could watch it a second time. It is a lot.
I think I said this recently on an episode of the show, but I saw it when I was too young
Oh no.
and have not seen it since.
I mean,
It is
there's
scarring.
I don't know if there's. I think we're all too young for that film. I don't think. I don't think there is an age where you're ready for Event Horizon.
On your deathbed, let's watch Event Horizon.
Oh my god.
Just before I go, I want to see a vision of hell.
I was like, well, better study up on my new home.
Yeah, literally hell. Wowzers.
Yeah.
Oh god, so fucking apparently the overdose of glow stick
Reagent.
juice brings all your body parts to individual life.
Yes.
Yeah, the hand was crawling around.
Attacked by the goddamn intestines.
Oh my god,
no.
yeah. That was so much.
phenomenal. I love
So
that.
good. So good.
Yeah, I literally
Yeah.
have in my
even
notes.
considered that. Like, what kind of brain comes up with that idea?
Yeah.
Like, I never thought to myself, yes, a large intestine, very long, very rope-like.
Yes, it's literally a all caps moment in my notes that just says attack intestines.
Attackstins. That didn't work.
Nuke it from
Intestine
orbit, it's the
attack.
only way to be sure.
Yeah, I also loved how at the as they're escaping Megan and Kane, and he brings her and she brings her to the elevator, and then they get attacked by one of the zombies. It's choking her out, and so he runs away to go get a fire axe, which is like great, finally busting out a weapon.
Yeah.
Then he hacks the thing's arm off, and it's the hand is still strangling her, but the body's like been shoved away, but the hand is still there choking her out. And there's this great scene when he pries the hand off, and you can tell it's just somebody's arm,
Yeah.
like, just out of frame.
Yeah.
And he like throws it off, and it just kind of like flops to the side. It's just like, my god, the creativity of this film, and like the places where they selectively like that's one that's obviously a shitty effect that was just made that way because it was easier.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think in this kind of movie, you can suspend your disbelief and
yeah.
just
They do
let
that.
it go and like just like
Well,
I
especially
accept.
By that point, like, if you aren't bought in by
Right.
that stage,
You just watched a head suck up blood from a tray.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
I mean,
do wanna
there's also the scene when I can't remember exactly when it was, but there's a point where Hill is making some speech, but he's being held by his body.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And like you can tell that the actor's just kind of like laying on a table,
Yeah.
pushed through this prop body,
I
and he's
know.
holding his own face like this,
Yes.
And
Yeah,
it just looks so bad but great.
Yeah.
You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
Well, because they're not, like, I think it's because there's no attempt to pretend it looks good. It somehow makes it work better, weirdly. There's definitely, like, a little brain that wouldn't die in this.
There was
So
literally
it's just-
only one thing that took me out of the movie a bit. Because all of that, I'm just accepting that puppets are real. It's fine.
Yeah.
They go into like the actual morgue room an awful lot, and I
Yeah.
couldn't tell if that was a freezer or if that was just a room.
I think
That
we
was
were
a
sup-
freezer.
It did
Yeah,
not
it had
look
like a-
cold. It was not cold
did
in
not.
that room.
No, they did not
No.
act that it was cold, but yeah, it was supposed to be a walk-in freezer.
Okay,
Yeah, 'cause it
that
had
was
that,
the
like-
one element that they failed then.
Because the other
That
thing is that, like,
freezer-style door.
the bodies in there would have been frozen. Like, they would have
Yeah.
been. They would not have been as limber as they're shown.
No, but that's fine. We'll give you that one.
Yes, they certainly
Yeah.
flop around a bit.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering is like, the flopping arm at the end, I guess, was also sort of foreshadowed by the corpse that when Dan first brings the body into the morgue at the beginning, towards the beginning, he like has to move the arm up because it's just hanging there.
Yeah.
And then it flops down again and he's like, oh, for Christ's sake. And instead of just fixing it, he just walks around. It's like, fuck this.
Maybe they wouldn't have been frozen, but they should have definitely been quite cold.
Yeah.
I don't know
Yeah.
that it's a freezer. I think it might just be a refrigerator. Because now that I think of
Maybe.
it, they probably wouldn't want to freeze the bodies.
Yeah.
They
Yeah, if
probably-
you're going to be doing an
they wanna keep them-
autopsy, you want to be able to
They want to
get
keep
in
them
there.
cold so they don't decompose, but they don't need to be frozen. Unless
Yeah.
you're going to eat them later or something.
Oh God, wrong movie.
Throw them in the microwave.
Delicious.
Yeah. Speaking of things flopping around, a lot of full frontal in this. We got some.
Got some
wow.
dong.
We got some. We saw
Couple
some
of
hanging
ding
dong.
dongs. Got some 80s bush.
Pretty decent cake.
Nice titties.
Yeah.
Oh my god, dude, so much booty. All the booty.
Some
Everywhere.
good booty. I appreciated the booty.
Booty.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know, and I was reading just like the IMDb trivia kind of stuff on this. I guess Barbara Crampton got asked like a lot, like, how comfortable were you being fully naked in that scene? And she's like, it was fine. It was
She was like, have you seen my fucking hot butt? I felt
Yeah,
great.
it was-
I looked
it was-
great.
it was all for the benefit of the movie, and it's what the movie kind of called for. I don't know if it did, but it's fine. She looked great.
Well, I mean, it was like honestly, like, after seeing that, like, fucking Dr. What the fuck? What's his name?
Which there's so
Hill?
many doctors.
Hill, yeah.
Hill,
After seeing
that guy.
Dr. Hill's, like, disgusting, like, secret file, like, the only answer was that he was going to be creepy and do shit like that. I
Yeah.
mean, I didn't necessarily need to see it, and it didn't need to be as drawn out as it was, or anything, but it's the only thing that makes sense.
The blooper reel for this movie must be a trip.
Oh God. Oh no.
Yeah, I'm just thankful that Jeff Combs came in before he gave her literal head.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
no.
That would have been a step too far.
I mean, I honestly thought it was bad enough when he actually had, like, her tit in his mouth.
Yeah,
I
that
was like,
was-
wow, this is a lot. You don't
that
That
usually
was
go
pretty
this
rotten
far.
too. Yeah,
They don't usually go-
very uncomfortable scene to watch.
It just seems like that's not, like, even in horror movies, like, I mean, obviously consensual sex is different, but even in other horror type movies, I don't feel like you usually see anything that graphic. Like, that feels like they're lucky they probably were skirting NC-17 with that somehow.
Back
They specifically
then, yeah.
did not rate this movie when it came out
Yeah,
we
because
know.
they knew it
fucking
would be an
didn't.
X. They knew it would be X rated.
Damn.
Oh, so how? I wonder. Yeah, because I was under the impression that movies basically had to be rated
There was some
in order
weird
to get,
thing
like, in order to
yeah.
get like wide releases.
Yeah, something in the production notes on Wikipedia on this basically said like they didn't get a rating before it came out, and then later when they got a rating, I think they trimmed out some stuff to give it an R.
Oh, so I wonder if the original theatrical cut had even more graphic stuff in it.
Maybe.
Haven't seen it.
It's possible.
Gross.
Yeah, I'm not sure what the rules were like in the 80s. Like, maybe certain chains didn't care if you weren't rated or something still.
Yeah,
or...
I feel like the movie industry was probably a lot more independent film houses. Like, it probably wasn't just like AMC is the
your only
theater.
fucking option,
Yeah.
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 Yeah, I love that Jeff Combs also said like I only took this gig for the money. I did not expect this movie to like have any sort of audience. And then he became like the cult hero of this genre.
Yeah.
It's so funny.
That's amazing.
Yeah, and it's funny because, again, like, just skimming his entry, it's like, oh, yeah, no, he is very much a horror guy, but I mostly know him as that dude who's in so much Star Trek.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
many
a real
faces
genre
of
king.
Star Trek. What'd you say,
Yeah.
Justice? I'm sorry, I spoke over you.
Just said he's very much a genre king.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know he also like tours around. I think there was like some like years ago. I think there was like a big sign outside the Somerville Theater saying like Jeffrey Combs will be here, and I'm like, who's Jeffrey Combs? And Jake says, oh, he was in a bunch of horror movies and also Star Trek. I'm like, oh, okay.
Damn it! If only we had known then what we know now.
Yeah, it's so funny though because like within certain genre fandom, Star Trek and horror, he's a household name, and everyone knows who Jeffrey Combs is and respects him, and he's a great actor, but
And a delightful person.
But like, if you go to the general public that's not,
Yeah.
Niche.
either a big fan, like I'm sure there's people that have seen lots of Star Trek that aren't like as nerdy about it as we are, who would have no idea who Jeffrey Combs is.
Yeah. Yeah. Maybe literally don't realize that not only has he been in it, but like he was once in one episode as two different people.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah.
Oh, does he show up as Brunt and Wei Yun?
He does.
Yeah,
One
he
episode?
does.
Oh, okay. I forgot.
Never
I
across
forgot
him
that.
himself. That would be kind of fun.
Yeah, but he is in the same episode playing.
Are there any times when a Wei Yun interacts with another Wei Yun?
Only over
On a
View
screen.
screen.
on a screen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not
when
in
there's
Oh, and that's a great episode.
That's a
too.
good one. Yeah, because normally there's only one Wei Yun active at any given time, but there
Right.
was,
This one was
one
broken.
one instance where they fucked it up.
I did find it funny that, in this he's playing a guy obsessed with bringing about immortality, and then in Star Trek he plays a character who is effectively immortal through cloning until they run out of clones.
Oopsie.
And his end was approaching, actually, because that was the last one, right? Isn't the last one we see the last one they had?
Yeah,
Yeah.
The
comment
when
on it at some
changeling
point.
tells us that it's the last clone.
Yeah, after who shoots him?
Damar.
Damar, that's
No,
what I thought.
No,
it
not
was,
Damar. Sorry,
it
my
was,
bad.
it was Garrick.
Yeah, you're right.
Oh, okay. Good for him.
Damar
'cause
killed
after he
Damar
died-
killed a
after-
different Wei Yun.
Yeah, after
Yeah.
the changeling says that was Wei Yun's last clone, Garrick goes, "I was hoping you'd say that." It's like great line.
Yeah.
It probably wasn't even written. He probably just improv that shit. Yeah, this was just a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I really liked the music too. The intro had
Yeah.
like
Yeah,
I love
and the
that.
intro credits too, like the animated.
The
was
anatomy
really
scenes,
clever.
really
yeah.
nice.
I liked it.
I like how it finished with the eyelid opening on the chart, and then
Yep.
Yeah, it set a good
that's
tone.
cute.
and
It did.
it had like a very like forward moving feeling. Like it just
Yeah, it had
like it was
momentum.
giving me, what did I say? It was giving me like Beetlejuice vibes.
yeah.
Like, and actually the intro kind of gave me Home Alone vibes, especially when that little window opened and you went through it, because it reminded me of like the little house falling and the light coming on or whatever. I don't know.
I can hear that
exactly a
John
horror
Williams
movie,
score for Home Alone over this, and it's kind of working.
Yeah. See, now I got the Beetlejuice in my head, and it still kind of works.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
I feel like there was one other thing I thought that it reminded me of. Oh, the witches. I
Yeah.
don't even remember, like, I can't remember with any certainty, like I couldn't hum it for you what the witches opening theme sounded like, but I feel like it similarly had that like moving forward momentum-y feeling.
It's funny because I read
Anyway.
that, I think it must have been Roger Ebert, because who else would say this? Detracted a point in his rating saying, like, you just clearly cribbed the music from Psycho. And I don't think I even heard it. I didn't hear anything that give me big, like, oh, that's Psycho vibes.
I didn't hear a fucking single
The only thing it's been years, so all I can remember is that
I've
sting.
never seen Psycho, so I have no idea. That's
Yeah.
that's literally all I know.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
I
the
don't.
zeitgeist.
Yeah.
But you could definitely see like why this is a cult favorite film.
Yeah.
Like, it's completely ridiculous. It's a lot of fun. I agree with what Chris was saying about, like, once it got going, it was unstoppable. Just fucking off the rails. I do think that if they literally had 2.5 hours of film, I would have liked to have seen a cut that didn't have the full scene at the beginning, because I just felt like it was too much. Like, I feel like
The scene with
pacing
Gruber?
of yeah. Because it just takes forever to get there. And then, I don't know, it that whole scene felt too long.
I wonder if it was
Which, again,
even
is
needed, because
hilarious in
it
such a
definitely sets your expectations, like, oh, since we saw this guy, we're going to see more things like that. And I wonder if it would have had a different impact if just out of nowhere you see West start reanimating things, like cats
Yeah.
and things.
I think I might have liked that a little bit better. But I also think that like having that intro there just raises a lot of questions.
Like how the fuck did he get out of
Yeah,
Switzerland?
like how the fuck did he get out of Switzerland? Like what the fuck?
Boy, are his arms tired.
Oh god, the weird fucking snapping pencils move in the
yeah, what is
lecture.
that about?
Power move.
What a dick! It was great. Oh, and the line. Oh, what was it? Fucking if you. He had great lines about like in Europe it's considered plagiarism. Maybe you should have stolen more of his ideas than you'd have an idea.
Oh.
Yeah, he was brutal.
Those were good.
Yeah, I would definitely watch more of these.
Same. Yeah.
Apparently, there was also a musical stage adaptation.
They do that.
Yes.
They did a musical stage adaptation of Evil Dead, and it's
Yeah.
utterly insane. It's
I
just
think,
it's just
this
to
was
dump
basic-
blood.
Looking at the, I'm just looking at the Wikipedia on it right now, and it looks very much like it's like, oh, the creators saw Evil Dead the musical, and were like, oh, we should do that for Re-Animator, and that's. Although Stuart Gordon is credited as a writer on it, but
They might have just had to because he wrote the picture.
That could
yeah,
be.
probably.
I would love to work on the musical of this film.
Jake and I saw the musical adaptation of Evil Dead once, and literally what they do is they say you're in the splash zone if you're in the first couple rows, bring a fucking poncho, and they just have a hose of blood, and they hose everything.
It's like a Gwar concert,
I was in a goddamn adaptation of a classical Greek play once that I was in the splash zone of.
What show was that?
Me and Liz went. I can't remember what it was called though.
Was it Ajax?
Maybe.
No, I don't remember there being a splash zone for Ajax.
I definitely wound up with fake blood on my jacket. Luckily, it came out.
Huh, maybe it was Ajax.
They
I'll
usually
ask
use
Liz, I don't
detergent in
remember.
them so they come out.
Okay, yeah. But the thing is, I don't think there's much of a warning either. I was like, what the fuck? I'm not at Blue Man Group. What's happening? Yeah, it would be fascinating. Like, I don't know about a musical, but a stage adaptation of this would be fascinating. Like,
How do you do that carrying the head?
That's
what
what-
do
like,
you
I-
have to build for that?
You
Like, I
have
kinda
a
wonder,
big
do you-
fake body that sits on top of your shoulders, and
or do you just
I
kind
had a
of
Halloween costume like that I made when I was a kid.
yeah,
do the like we're gonna admit this doesn't work thing like the movie does sometimes, and just literally have like the guy like wearing like a black sheet over the rest of his body, just going around on his knees,
Oh my
or
gosh.
something like that, while some other actor quote unquote carries
Like
the
Avenue
head.
Q, that thing kind of thing?
Yeah, I was
want-
also thinking traditional, like, there's this whole traditional Japanese puppet art style where, like, it takes 3 people to control a puppet. And it's really elaborate. And, like, the master puppeteer who controls, like, the head and one of the arms, I can't remember which, is straight up just there, like, in the film I saw, he's wearing, like, traditional sort of, like, feudal style Japanese clothing. But just there, very visible.
Also, not even like
I'm-
in blacks or anything.
Yeah, no, like, his assistants who control the rest of the puppet, they're there in blacks. Like, they haven't earned the right to stand out. But the puppeteer's just there, like, yeah, I'm the puppeteer, fucking deal with it.
That's interesting. Yeah, because I was thinking like they also do similar stuff with like the Lion King stage performances, which
Yeah.
is phenomenal. But there, I think like they try to hide the human so that you can
Yeah.
just focus on the puppet.
I was gonna say this makes me really want a staged version of The Thing, a stage musical version of The Thing. Because that's a lot of great puppeteering that work there.
Oh, that'd be interesting.
I think we've hit on it. If you want to do this as a stage thing, just everything is puppets.
Yeah.
I'm here for it.
Except maybe Herbert West. Maybe you kind of do it Muppet style. There's one human, and it's West.
West and maybe Dan.
Yeah, Dan might be the human. Wes is Kermit.
Yeah. No, West is... Oh, that's good.
Herbert West, Re-Animator.
Uncle Deadly's too obvious.
Oh, he would be Dr. Hill.
Yes, actually, that's exactly who he'd be. That's a good question.
You can
submit your
write
ideas,
up the
readers.
blog activity for us, Chris, because I
might
don't
do.
have one this week.
And then I guess you'd have the Bunsen be the dean.
dean.
Yeah. And I guess Piggy is going to be your Barbara Crampton, yeah.
Poor Piggy.
Wait, does that make Beaker Hill?
Here's the thing: she can't be Megan unless you severely rewrite the character to not be in distress. I do not believe Piggy gets owned by a zombie.
Well, we do. She does have a moment where she
comedy
gets
thing.
through to her father, and I did like that
True.
moment for her because it was something
that was
showing that she was capable of having some kind of authority in that scene, even whilst naked on a table. She's like, "Dad, it's me. Please snap the fuck out of it."
Yeah, that's true.
And then it's just Dr. Teeth and the Electric Mayhem as all the zombies that pop up.
That is accurate. That's
All the blood is just like red socks they throw around.
Animal's actually not even been zombified. He's just there.
Yeah. Woman! Oh, God.
Perfect.
Oh.
Well, is there any other like Halloween-y stuff that you guys are doing or watching around this time?
Nah, I'm not a big scary movie person.
Yeah, we talked last week about our favorite sci-fi horror movie, or horror media plugs, and Caitlin basically admitted she doesn't do them very much.
Basically admitted that she's a big pussy.
Yeah, I largely also don't do horror much. Like my favorite horror picture is probably The Shining. And I also, as I've said to people before, I really do love The Exorcist, but I don't watch it as a horror movie. I watch it as a drama about a young priest struggling with his faith.
Huh.
That's true.
Which is
accurate.
Yeah, it's a great
accurate.
film.
Yeah, speaking of stories about young priests, I think a recommendation for folks that I would make is Midnight Mass.
Oh yeah, that's great.
I've heard of that, but I know nothing about it.
It is very good. I don't want to say anything to spoil it because it is.
Is that the series that by the
Yeah,
That
by
Mike
Mike Flanagan,
did.
who did Haunting
Yeah,
Hill
yeah.
House and Blind Manor.
Yeah, I think Midnight Mass is my favorite one of those that he did. I also Fall
No,
House
the
of Usher
Poe
was good
one
too.
was great.
Fall of House
the
of
Fall
Usher was
House
very
of Usher
good.
Excellent.
Yeah.
I still think that Haunting of Hill House is my favorite, but his Netflix series are all fairly good.
Yeah.
Does he have another one coming out? He should do more. I want more.
I feel like his deal with Netflix may have ended, and he was
Yeah.
going to be doing some
Fuck
other
you,
stuff.
Netflix. Fix
I
it.
don't know what he's up to now, but yeah, all those shows are all really good. Hill House. There's one about like the British.
Oh yeah, it was
that's Bly
basically
Manor.
the
Haunting of
turning
Blind
of the
Manor.
screw.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was the turning of the
Yeah.
screw story.
Yes, it was the turn of the screw. He did another one that was an adaptation of a Christopher Pike thing that I read when I was in like 8th grade called The Midnight Club, which is about kids who are all in hospice, like teenagers in hospice. That are telling horror stories.
Did you tell us about this last year? Because this sounds really familiar.
It's possible I did. It was pretty good. They talked about it getting a second season, but it did not end up going with a second season, which may be why Mike Flanagan decided not to move forward.
Maybe.
Mike Flanagan just produced a movie that's coming out soon called Shelby Oaks, which I'm really interested in seeing. That hasn't come out quite yet.
Oh yeah, shoot us a link when it's out. I'm interested in that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
He also directed, relevant to Chris's interests, Doctor Sleep.
That's right.
The sequel to The Shining.
Oh, The Shining.
Yes.
I feel like the reviews on that were all over the place.
As I understand, I haven't seen that one yet, but it's supposed to be pretty good. And I know everybody seems to really like the villain of Rose the Hat in that one as well.
Yeah, I mean,
that was Ewan
although-
McGregor in that too, right, Jay?
Yeah,
Yes.
it was, yeah.
I liked it. I thought it was
McGregor,
good.
Movie.
Playing,
Yeah, it's a good movie. I
older
don't know.
Danny Torrance.
The thing is, like, it's a crapshoot trying to make a sequel to one of the most iconic films of all time.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't live up to the original, and it's
especially
taken as its own thing.
Especially when the original was by a truly just demented director.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, not just that, but also, like, Stephen King has said that he, like, really hated the Shining adaptation.
He's allowed to be wrong.
Yeah, but the point is, though, is that he's the one, like, who wrote the sequel.
Yeah.
So then, if it's more, like, if the sequel film is more in line with the sequel book, which is presumably more in line with the original book.
Yeah.
Like tonally, it might. I would imagine it would be kind of weird.
You
It does
think it
feature a
meshes
lot of
pretty well.
imagery. It does feature a lot of imagery from the Kubrick Shining as well.
Yeah.
Like
Good.
they do end up back at the Stanley at some point.
Yeah, they visit some of the weird ghosts. I love
Really?
them.
Okay, fine. I'm
the
gonna
Overlook
go watch this
Hotel.
movie
It's
now.
the actual
Yeah.
hotel is the Stanley. The
Yeah.
based
Right,
off one is
right.
the Overlook.
It's funny, Justice, earlier you mentioned, Pike. And it's so funny that, that's his pen name, and he had, of course, picked it back when Christopher Pike was that one-off captain
Oh, that's right.
that, like, no one really remembered, and now he's back in a big way. It's like,
Did he
fuck.
name it after that specifically, or was that a coincidence?
He did.
That's silly.
He named himself after Chris Pike because at the time when he chose the pen name, it was kind of a deep cut reference secret joke.
Yeah, I didn't even know it was a pen name until just now. That's great.
I always figured it must have just been a horrible coincidence. Then I looked him up one day and it's a goddamn pen name that he named himself after Captain Pike.
But there has been a lot of great horror this year, and this year alone has been fantastic.
What are you watching?
Oh my gosh, let's see. What have I seen this year alone? Well, we talked about Final Destination Bloodlines was great. I just watched the most recent VHS movie, which is VHS Halloween, which has a couple of really good ones. Maybe my favorite from the year is Bring Her Back by the Philippos, who made Talk to Me a couple of years back, which is a great ghost movie. The Philippos also show up in Death Stranding 2, which I know Chris has played. They are Mr. Impossible, who show up at the towards the end of the game.
Right,
Yes.
yes. Oh, that's why they give you a hand.
Yes, that hand is from Talk to Me.
Okay, because I've seen the trailer for Talk to Me, so
Yes, I highly recommend Talk to Me. That is one of my favorite ghost movies of the last few years. And some of my favorite ghost design. Of course, there's Sinners, which everybody's seen.
no, I still haven't seen it actually.
Oh my God.
I need to. It's supposed to be great.
It is fantastic. I really, really love Sinners. I just rewatched Deadstream from a couple of years ago, which is a guy who has recently, a streamer who has recently been canceled. His comeback stream is he's going to go into a haunted house, and it's a great horror comedy, really genuinely wonderful. Actually, I just bought a shirt, which is like one of the opening jokes of that movie. If you watch the movie, you will see a shirt in the movie, and you'll be like, oh, that's the shirt that Justice bought. It's right towards the beginning of the movie. It is impossible to miss. But yes, I highly recommend that. But yeah, it has been a fantastic year.
That's great.
God, I'm looking through all the things I've got set to watch. Oh, I enjoyed The Monkey, which is another good horror comedy, and I have set aside to watch something that's an old friend of ours from UMass stars in. Lizzie Lazarus has Leanne O'Shea in it. She's one of the leads in that. Anyway, good stuff.
All right, final question for you, Justice.
Yes.
What are you going as for Halloween this year?
I am not sure what I'm going to be at the moment. What we did for the boy, I'm certain I have nothing but people happy about this one. He's going to be Strong Bad.
Oh my lord.
Nice.
That's
yes.
awesome.
Yeah, we started showing him Strong Bad emails earlier this year, and
Perfect.
and he just took to it like a duck to water, and he's going to be Strong Bad. I'm actually
Is he bringing it back? all his friends know it now. It's
exactly
kind of resurgence.
That's the thing. We're now at that age where, Justice, those of us our age with children, we're going to force them to like it
exactly
so that it comes back.
Yeah.
Should make the cats watch it. They'd adore it.
Yeah, I'm tomorrow. I'm going to. We bought a bunch of yellow bags, and I'm going to yellow tote bags, and I'm going to turn a few of them into looking like the cheat. So it'll be perfect.
Nice.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, but yeah, great.
Yay.
Did we do it?
I think we did it.
We did, yeah.
I think I had fun.
Yeah, this was a good
This
time.
was a really fun movie.
Does Jake want to Jake us out?
I can.
Do you need the title of the next episode?
Sure. That would
Okay.
be
Yeah, what is the next episode?
It's the one we're doing after this this recording.
Well, that has been our discussion on the horrifying and hilarious film Re-Animator. H.P. Lovecraft's Re-Animator.
Stuart Gordon Stewart?
Stuart Gordon's H.P. Lovecraft's Herbert West Re-Animator.
Starring Jeffrey Combs.
Bram Stoker's.
There you go. Well, anyway, I don't know. It was a lot of fun. So,
It was.
definitely worth a watch if you're not the squeamish type, I guess.
Yeah.
It
We
is.
didn't
It is
Definitely
spoil
a
it.
gore warning.
And,
Yeah, so-
and
some
if
of-
you are triggered by sexual assault, there is definitely
Yeah, that's a good point,
probably
too.
wanna
enough
stay
in there
away
to
from
be
it.
worried about, yeah.
Yeah. And so that's it. For all that there's a lot of goofy gore, there are a few moments of like, oh, that's upsettingly realistic.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, definitely if you're into that '80s era horror schlock, you're gonna love it.
So good.
Anyway, you can catch up with us on the internet at SoundCloud, which is where listen to the podcast. Also on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and anywhere else you can get a podcast, you can find us. You can also follow our social media on Blue Sky, SSHP Podcast, Tumblr, SSHP Podcast, or sshppodcast.com. Lots of great blog articles up there.
Thank you.
And
And
as well,
Facebook.
and Facebook, which is another great way to keep
Just
up with
under
what we're
a
doing.
star to steer her by.
A star to steer her by, a Star Trek podcast. Anyway, next time on our show, we will be getting back to our regularly scheduled programming of Star Trek Discovery, where we'll be covering the season 4 episode Choose to Live. Choose to Live. And we'll also be talking about some of our favorite alien characters from the sci-fi genre. So look forward to that next week on A Star to See Her By. Until then, my name has been Jake.
There's Chris.
This has been Ames.
This has been Caitlin.
And I'm still Justice.
Yay.
Yay.
Thanks for joining us, Justice. Happy
Thank
Halloween.
you for having me. Happy
Yeah, Halloween.
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 Ooh, spooky.